Today we are going to look at 4 types of valves: gate valves, ball valves, check valves, and butterfly valves. Let's start with gate valves. Like most valves, gate valves are designed to isolate water, oil, and gas from one point to the other. A gate valve typically operates with a wheel handle lifting the seal away from the body of the valve, allowing flow to pass through the valve. Connection ends are universal. Here's a recap and a look at a soldered connection valve. They're available in compression, threaded, and flanged. Now, in the big world of flanged gate valves, there are 3 main styles. There is an NRS, meaning non-rising stem. There is an OS&Y, which means outside stem and yoke. And then there is a lug style, which is operated with like a big meter type key. Hell, to be honest, there is no stop to how they are operated. This is an electronically actuated valve, and there is no limit to size. Everything from 1/8 inch all the way to, holy hell, how big is that valve? It's crazy. In short, here's the components of a gate valve, and I'll break one down for you real quick just to show you how it goes together. Tell me the truth, I'm trying to eliminate the awkward silence. Is this music too epic? No way. We're talking gate valves. All right, moving along, the ball valve. This is the OG baller. This valve has essentially eliminated gate valves 1/2 through 2 inch. It's lever handle operated. There is a steel or stainless steel ball inside that operates off and on between 2 Teflon seals. Available threaded, press copper tube size, press iron pipe size, push, solder, flanged, and compression. Valves have markings cast into the valve body to identify size, codes, standards, and approvals. The 600 WOG shown here means 600 psi water, oil, or gas. For us, in a lead-free environment, you'll see a distinction of an Annex G or an LF specifying lead-free. Ball valves are also available in a 2-piece model. You can see where it's threaded together there, or a 3-piece model so that the center part of the valve can be replaced if ever needed. Moving on to check valves. We're going to look at 2 different styles today, a swing check and a spring check. Now, the easiest way to look at a check valve is that it's operated on flow. It allows fluid to go through one way but not return back the same way. A swing check has a wafer that slides on a hinge at the top and can only be used horizontally. A spring check has a spring internally and can be used horizontally and vertically. Check valves are available flanged, threaded, sweat, press, push, compression, glued, and banded. Everything under the sun. The truth is the same principles apply. It's allowing fluid to go one way and not back the other way. Lastly, we're going to look at butterfly valves. We're going to look at 3 types: lug style, wafer style, and flange style. Essentially, a butterfly valve has a wafer disc in the center of the valve that butterflies open or turns 90 degrees to open and 90 degrees back to closed. Here is how a lug style butterfly valve is installed. Ultimately, there is a tapped lug within the valve, and you would just bolt the flange directly to the valve. So this could sit between 2 pieces of pipe or at the end of 1 piece of pipe. Here is a look at how a flanged butterfly gets installed. You can see how the bolts are longer and they go through the flange, through the valve, and then jam nut on the other side of the flange. It makes a big sandwich. The valve sits in the middle. Lastly, the wafer style butterfly valve does the same thing where it's sandwiched between the flanges. There's just not a hole between every bolt. Let's talk flanges.